It's been 70 years since Leon Trotsky, one of the leaders of the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917, was assassinated by an undercover Soviet agent. Trotsky spent his last days in Mexico after being deported for opposing Joseph Stalin's policies. But his socialist ideas are finding more support among those hit by Europe's financial downturn, as Laura Emmett now reports.
Gone, but not forgotten. To many, the ideas of Leon Trotsky embody genuine socialism. Revolution, an international coalition of the working classes, and fighting bureaucracy. They might seem like outdated ideas, but across Europe they're alive and well.
Trotsky's murder at the hands of an undercover NKVD agent took place 70 years ago and 5,500 miles away from here in Coyoacán, Mexico. But here, as in many other places around Europe, his theories live on through organisations like this one, which calls for the working classes to seize power from the capitalists and start the permanent revolution.
Workers' Power is a movement active in 12 countries, from the United States to Sri Lanka. The organisation's Simon Hardy says it's relevant today more than ever, as ordinary people feel they're suffering most from an economic crisis brought about by the rich.
A lot of work of socialists now is focusing on talking to working people about how they're suffering under the recession and engaging them in the political arguments and ideas which will help them fight back against the governments, against the capitalist class, so that they don't have to bear the brunt of the crisis.
Amid discontent in Europe about cuts in public spending and job losses, this summer has seen violent protests, most notably in Greece. Socialists around Europe believe those demonstrations were successful. In their view, they stopped the Greek government imposing harsher austerity measures. And according to German Trotskyist group SAV, that's just the beginning.
I think if they can develop a real program, which is, for example, stop all the paying of the debt, start nationalization of the banks, start nationalization of the bigger companies, put them into workers' control and management, I think that will lead a way where you can really fight back the measures of the government, also spread these struggles to other countries in Southern Europe, for example, but also to countries like Germany.
According to the Trotskyists, we're heading for an autumn of discontent, with demonstrations and general strikes across Europe attacking austerity measures and governments. The aim is to spread left-wing ideas and plant the idea the economic crisis wasn't brought about by individual policies, it stems from capitalism itself.
When capitalism went into its bust phase in 2008, went into the recession, the governments decided to give the banks as much money as they wanted. There was billions and billions of dollars given to the banks in bailouts. But when it comes to ordinary people, we suffer cuts, we suffer austerity measures. So it's about making that political argument and making it clear the problems of capitalism itself, and therefore there's the alternative of socialism.
Marxist Trotskyists say genuine socialism, minus the cult of personality and the bureaucracy, was never given a chance to prove itself. In Europe, it's never managed to get more than token support at the ballot box. Now its supporters think capitalism's on its deathbed, and it may be time to try out Trotsky's philosophy. Laura Emmett, RT, London.